city of Philly what built me, built we. So it's in our name to be ill, in our veins to be real. We torture rappers like it's Amityville. They say we possess, but it's just a spirit that's filled. We run the globe like it's prestige worldwide. You know I got your back, and for sure you got mine.
Come from a different club, no we ain't there. This just the beginning, it don't end here. Dedicated to my day one, never gonna be fake, cause we gonna be patient. Come from a different club, no we ain't here. This just the beginning, it don't end here. Dedicated to my day one, never gonna be fake, cause we gonna be patient.
So this first track is called All Across the World, produced by my man Brizzo, featuring Charlie K and yours truly, my man T.Coda. It's on the Step Brothers album, All Across the World. Check it out.
Spread love all across the world. We spread love all across the world. All across the world. We spread love all across the world. We spread love all across the world. Yeah. We all soldiers fighting for the cultures. Some do it for money, some doing it for exposure. Skies full of vultures. I'm aware, fully focused, adapting in the moment. Everything is full of motion. Yeah. The trendsetters and veterans, globe traveling all across the world. We spreading love to the people. Streets is on 100. These youngers don't want a hero. They ain't fighting, they making that metal move, Magneto. Peace to the soldiers in the struggle grinding, trying to find a way to smile as a daily reminder. Peace to the 9-to-5ers, the single mothers, survivors. Peace to the men, the dedicated fathers. Now he's a king, she's a queen, but nobody told him that though. Your history, your royalty is often overshadowed. Now he's a queen, she's a king, I think we moving back, yo. Free of judgment, I'm just stating facts, yo. Keep it 100. Spread love all across the world. We spread love all across the world. All across the world. We spread love all across the world. We spread love all across the world. We all soldiers fighting for the cultures. Some do it for money, some doing it for exposure. Skies full of vultures, I'm aware, fully focused, adapting in the moment. Everything is full of motion.
Appetizers.
Something small.
You know, all across the world. Appetizers.
Something light. Something light. Give them something light. You know what I'm talking about?
More breadsticks at the table.
Repercussion Studios.
Breadsticks at the table, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, Gala. What you was doing on your Friday, we listening. Real hip hop.
Appreciate it, man. Hopefully y'all feeling the vibes, you know what I'm saying? We've been working real hard, you know what I'm saying? So
from the city of Philly all day.
It's written on my chest, brother.
Beats and bars.
Yeah,
beats, bars,
listen,
and beats.
My man,
you know
I mean, Pharrell said Philly got the best spitters. You know what I'm saying? He said that out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? We got the best spitters, man. Lyricism lives in Philly, man.
And this studio is where the League of Extraordinary Spitters.
Absolutely.
Realm at. You can coin that, you know what I'm saying? Go on to the next track, man. You do what you do.
So this next track, which is I guess this joint came at the ninth inning on this.
Yeah, it did.
My nephew, he produced. He's 16 years old. Michael Davis. My brother was like, "Yo, you gotta listen to this joint." I heard it. I had wrote in like a month, and I'm like, "Oh wow!" It made me write instantly. So I called Charlie like, "Yo, you gotta hear this joint." I ain't tell him who it was. He listened to it. He's like, "Yo, this joint was dope." I'm like, "Yeah, my nephew did it." And it was like, whoa.
Now, let me just ask real quick. Did you know that your nephew was into that?
I had no clue.
Damn, that's even dope.
That's even
No
dope.
clue. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I had no clue. And when I heard it, I was like,
but your nephew knew you rhymed though, right?
yeah, absolutely.
So you know he was probably in the crib like, I'm gonna cook something up for my
I don't even
I'm gonna bless him with something one day.
But I'm gonna just let the joint speak for itself. But he's 16, man. He got something crazy, man. This is called Boy Meets World. It's off the Step Brothers project.
Yeah. You know how we doing, Logic. I just want to get in it real quick. Get the feeling. Yeah.
OMG, it's Mike.
When you've been
been at it this long, they say that you insane. Cause you ain't see the money back that you put in the game. But I can see the residuals even through the pain. Cause when I hear the beat drop, it sound like the new beat rock. I got them reminiscing, cause it's reminiscent of an era where you ain't even have a pot to piss in. Where your music is your safe space and you ain't at the same phase. Cause influence was real when its influence is still. When I was 12, Biggie made me wanna pick up the still. By 96, it was written I could rule the world. Yeah, not in this lifetime, that's what the ops told me. But I would shine like a black star, shine like a black star. Yeah, the tipping point, it will be my resurrection. It was how I got over and how I stayed sober. That mental elevation is what produced Coda. That mental elevation is what produced Coda.
Listen to me. All of you have this gift. Identify it. It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's what you should be doing. You're wasting your time pursuing your passion. The Bible does not mention passion. It mentions your gift. What are you gifted at, and do that. Stop tripping.
But you've been at it this long, they said you had it wrong.
Yeah, you got something there, man. Damn.
Now the crazy part is this kid is 16 with all the influence of trap all around him. Where did that come from? And that's the diamond that we're seeing in all of this. Like, that's inspiration from something other than everything else that's around him. So shout out to Mike, man. You got a bright future, bro.
16, man. I was dumbfounded, man. As soon as I heard, I'm in the car with my wife, like, yo, pull over. You gotta drive. I'm writing right now.
So you pulled this out like your nephew. Anything you make now, run it past
Listen, as
me
soon as he
first.
played it, like,
Anybody,
give it to me. It's mine. It's mine.
Anybody.
It's mine, bro.
mine.
So yeah, we working with him now. I just talked to his dad. He was supposed to be at this session, but he working. He at Chipotle right now getting his ducats. But I'm trying to shift that for him to do this full time. So he about to work on him getting his ass capped, get everything situated so he can get the royalties. This is his first project he gonna be on, and I'm proud that he'll. Yeah, I'm proud that he's on our project, and this is his first opportunity. So, I mean, shout out to AJ. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Mike.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike got beats.
Yeah, Mike got beats,
Mike got
man.
beats.
It's dope.
Taking care of family.
Yeah, man. But that's what the project about. Like Step Brothers, man. Like what we doing here, man, is we trying to cultivate something. So that's what DMG is about. You know what I'm saying? We defibrillated music group. We shocking people back to life. We trying to have our music. I mean, shock the music industry back to what it is, man. Exactly. So it's like for Charlie to do Step Brothers and do God Hour at the same time is like special to me. You know what I'm saying? That we was able to make this happen. So it's like he been working, man. He got 2 projects that he about to drop at the same time. Like,
classics.
Who's doing that? You know
But if you know CK, you're not surprised.
Yeah, that's what's up. The crazy part is that God Hour was birthed out of a conversation from both of these men right here. It's been encouraged by Sleeves for how long now? I mean, almost every conversation, every track I sent him, he just kept nudging me like, yo, where's the CK? Where's that CK that we was up on stage with years ago? Where's he at? And it took me a while to figure out and find a way to bring that back with the validity of who I am now. And it took a conversation from T.Coda, almost the same exact words, and that's when the light bulb hit. And he was like, yo, we just need to do a new Sunshine Philadelphia. And I was like, yo, Sunshine Philadelphia, the God Hour.
That's how I was introduced to him.
And then it was like, immediately.
I was introduced to Charlie by Sunshine Philadelphia, and I was at that point, I was trying to be a trap nigga rapper. So I was like, I heard it, and I was like, that joint I changed everything I was doing. That's facts. Like, I changed everything I was doing at the time and went a whole nother route. And it's like, as we've been working, I love the music that he's already making, but I knew that it was like, where Charlie at? Like, where's that? Tap into that Charlie, because we need to hear that Charlie too. So I'm like, with who you are now, with the skill and the pen and the sword that you had then, once they marry each other, it's gonna be ridiculous. And I felt like that's what I did for myself. Like, I had to find who I was when I was doing it on the other side to how I'm doing it now, and just marry them. The left side and the right side, they don't always talk to each other.
They don't.
But
Get them
when we got them to compliment each other, man, like you get
like reborn almost.
Sunshine Philadelphia, the God Hour. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like our pens at this season I don't be trying to sound cocky, but they right now.
Did you say this season?
Confidence, brother, as
I
it
like
should
that.
be.
Exactly.
In this season.
After a certain age, it's like season.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, you know what I'm saying?
20 plus
Definitely.
years of spitting, man.
Yeah.
Like, no, real rap.
No, real rap.
Doing your thing in the studio, like, so no, you have you know what you know now. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm comfortable.
And
Yeah,
as it
I'm
should
comfortable. And I feel like when I listen to Charlie now, like what y'all about to hear, he comfortable. He comfortable in his skin again.
So
Not trying to be anything but
Charlie.
your authentic you.
Yeah,
And
Charlie.
that's the beauty about anything that comes out of this true hip hop. That's what the era we was birthed under. I wasn't supposed to be dick eating you.
Yeah.
No. I might like what you're doing, but I got to figure out how I can make it myself. You know what I'm saying? And my thing be authentic. That's the whole thing with the Bulls and everything here fused together in the building right now. It's authenticity,
Don't want
man.
nobody sounding like me
no,
on no
exactly.
album.
It
used to be a crime
Like,
for you to sound like somebody else. Like X wasn't sounding like Jay, and that's just real. And it made it great for them to go at each other because it was two different styles. And you had to be like, which one do I like?
Exactly.
Which one do I like? Oh, I like both of them. That's
Artistry.
what I'm saying. Like
That's being the artist.
But
You know what I mean?
we were just talking before y'all came, and we were talking about like just knowing hip hop and being in love with the culture. And in order to make anything better, you got to understand the history. And I think the God Hour explains the history. So Charlie, go ahead, give him some of that God Hour, bro.
All right. Well, this track right here that you're about to listen to is called Academics, and it's literally birthed out of the word you used, the season, the climate of the streets right now. And it's a different take on my view from the streets at this point in my life. That's a good way to say it.
When your mind speaks, you forget your soul.
Yeah, divine design, every move I made is tailor fit. In the spirit, got more privilege than the Taylor Swift. Every loss was a lesson I compared it with. The wisdom in it, now that's what we call the failure's gift. I've been observing and learning, using discernment that most of the stuff we searching is nothing to be concerned with. Neighborhood habitats, habits of how we interact with them ghetto aristocrats and street scholar diplomats. Ain't no promises, purpose remains anonymous. So I stay modest and polished in front of the godlessness. For the novices, take a piece of this honestness. If you planning on signing, make sure it's Christopher Wallace's. Do it big, never show your hand at Delilah's. It's more than life than the prophet and following false politics. Alzheimer's, they forget I'm all genres, all commas. I salute to the timers, give all honors, I'm staying woke and I keep the process. See the differences as I'm seeking knowledge. And I ain't worried about it.
Run back to that verse real quick. Just may I ask you that, please? I haven't heard that one. I didn't have that in the pocket. So I got to hear it.
You forget your soul.
Yeah, divine design, every move I made is tailor fit. In the spirit, got more privilege than the Taylor Swift. Every loss was a lesson I compared it with. The wisdom in it, now that's what we call the failure's gift. I've been observing and learning, using discernment that most of the stuff we searching is nothing to be concerned with. Neighborhood habitats, habits of how we interact with them ghetto aristocrats and street scholar diplomats. Ain't no promises, purpose remains anonymous. So I stay modest and polished in front of the godlessness. For the novices, take a piece of this honestness. If you planning on signing, make sure it's Christopher Wallace's. Do it big, never show your hand at Delilah's. It's more than life than the prophet and following false politics. Alzheimer's, they forget I'm all genres, all commas. I salute to the timers, give all honors, I'm staying woke and I keep the process. See the differences as I'm seeking knowledge. And I ain't worried about a rapper's image. This is more than rap to sing it. Do the math, it's academics.
Don't give him no more. 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 Make him wait.
Shit!
Make him wait.
That's that type of reaction from that John. Come on. Shit!
No,
Did you hear that? Bars up. Beats up. Get them all the way up. When you come around here with T.Coda and
All the way
CK and Repercussion Studios, the balls. Get your bars and beats all the way up.
This is what we was talking about earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you requested.
Get the old CK back, then the old Steve's back.
It's only a matter of time. Right? I've been trying to be cool You know why? It's only a matter of time. Some verse that was just gonna hit me and get me out my
around
seat.
him and not get like this.
Made me take my bucket off. See the bald head is sweating. His bars is going on. His heat and flame going on in here right now.
I don't know what
and
to
the
do.
AC's
I don't know what
on
to do.
74. What do you mean?
74.
What's next, man? Damn it.
Yo, the next track is called
Jeez.
Good Life, man. And this is a track that challenges what we call the good life. I'm saying that if you woke up this morning and you live in a good life. So what's your definition of success?
Yeah. Check 1 2 1 2. Live from Repercussion Studios. Logic on the board. Limo on the track. Good life. Yeah. All we tryna do is live like we mean it. Exercising freedom, see that we ain't far from eating. Just in the calling season, all we needed was a reason. Conquering them demons while we finding a new meaning. Try not to get lost here. I've been the boss, carry my cross through the crosshairs. Counting up the cost, walking across all the lost here. Seeing all my flaws, wonder if all of it's canceled when I'm standing in the gap like a mannequin for my mans in them. Yeah. What if Jesus wore a Jesus piece? Rocking the blessed period shirt and true religion jeans. Would it change who he was and what he did for me? Or would it change up your perspective of acceptance? See, I wrote this one for the ingredients and not the recipe. Cause anybody can cook up something they can believe. I put that glory where it's supposed to be. Don't hope for me when it's going down. We all gon' come around like the rotary. Woke up this morning, now that's the good life. Good life. Embracing my son and daughter, the good life. Good life. Getting some things in order, the good life. And I got a good wife, yeah, that's a good life. Yeah, now you can't have it all for nothing, right?
That last line of the hook, having a good wife as being a good life, people sleep on that, man, because listen,
That was the perfect way
everybody
for that shit
ain't
to trail off, man.
everybody ain't got a good wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of the things that I have, man, and this focus, this season I'm in, lets me be able to wake up and look at my family and like, yo, you are living a good life. I get to embrace my son and my daughter. I get to kiss my wife. That's a good life. If everything was to stop, I still got my family. So what more do you need to make you happy?
And what's super dope about that song, I mean, everything we heard is dope, but like, somebody's gonna hear that, and it might change their perspective in that moment, and then they fuck around the rest of their day is better just based off 30 seconds or more. Just
seeds,
hearing,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
We're dropping seeds of, and it's crazy because I wrote this in that verse from Boy Meets World. The difference between what Charlie K and what Coda has and what the rest of the world has is our verses are centered on answers, not problems. Like most of hip hop it describes the problems that's in the hood and whatnot, and that's all well and good. But when you just focus on problems and nobody's giving answers, then you have a lot of emotion and no leadership. You have a lot of tearing down and no building up. Right. We've seen that. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that happen.
You running a business. You running a business. You want somebody to come to you like, yo, we got this problem. The water main broke, or you want to be like, yo, I already called somebody. Right. They gonna come out. Yeah, tell me how you fix it. So it's like I feel like, well, what we doing, man. It's like you said, we offering solutions, man. Giving you something to think about, something to make you progress. So I feel like we got something, man. God, our stepbrothers, got something for y'all, man. So I'm excited.
Down, man.
It's a moment in hip hop.
I'm excited. I'm excited. And I appreciate y'all for
just excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I appreciate the podcast.
Yeah, the podcast.
The energy is infectious.
This is like 20 years of friendship going on over here, man. Like we done went to grade school and pre-K together out here, bro. And it's just dope that everybody's following their own lane, but we're coming together to help cross promote and build each other up. And if you haven't noticed, the guy that's in the center of all of this is my man Logic right here.
All day long. The Beatman.
Who has Logic the Beatman, who has engineered and mixed everything down, as well as featured on a number of tracks on both Step Brothers and I believe for the God Hour. So he's been an integral part in helping bring this out. And the crazy part is we were just talking not too long ago of how when we met up, we were at almost the same pivotal point in our walk. And it was how we chose to interact with each other at that moment that kind of solidified who we were. Like He stood strong as a man of God in front of me when I needed him to be. And I stood strong as a man of God in the booth that he needed to hear and whatnot. And it turned, encouraged both of us to be who we were.
I'm gonna throw this word out.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
Yeah.
What most people don't have, most people don't hold each other to is be accountable. And it's like, you got somebody accountable, man. Even with the lyrics, like I just was saying this earlier, like when you're around a dope MC and you're a dope MC, it makes you a better MC. It was like I know what I got to bring to the table because Charlie's spitting, and I know it's vice versa. Like I know he know what he got to bring to the table because Coda spitting. It was like we both samurais. You know, if you back in when the samurai passes the samurai, he got a sharp sword. He nod. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like. I don't want to have to fight because who's gonna die? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like that's the type of relationship we got. Like we nod at each other. Like, yeah, he just did that. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I got to get in after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to make something happen. So I appreciate it, man. Like, you know, like we working, man.
Yeah,
we working.
Absolutely. So when we speak on the elements of hip hop and just putting together projects, we spoke about bars, we speak about beats, but who puts all that together and also can make them? You know what I'm saying? The Beatman. Please introduce yourself, your brothers.
What's going on? My name's AJ, professionally known as Logic Beatman, co-founder of About Last Night, one of the head engineers here at Repercussion Studios. Been in this for a little while.
Yeah, man. How long, or rather not even how long, how did you feel to work with the good brothers T.Coda and Charlie?
To be around that level of lyricism, like frequently, it just rubs off on you. Like, it just makes you all right. Like, these guys are powerful, like, and they know what they're working with, and they know what their mission is. Like, they're not stepping outside of their lane. They're doing exactly what they're called to do, number one, and they're sticking to their sound, and that's what I love about them guys. They stay true to them. They're not trying to be like everybody else.
Well, it sounded real good, everything all together. You know, that's a lot to do with you and how you put that together, brother. All right, because you definitely put it together well. How long have you been doing it, man?
What, mixing?
Yes.
Yeah, mixing for a long time. I'm like well over 15 years. I started young, and I'm seasoned now. So now it's a little easy.
As it should.
Yeah.
And out of the two projects, man, Step Brothers and God Hour, if you had to pick one or two tracks, which two stand out to you that just hit you?
Honestly, I don't know the names of them because they change. I'm in the process of when the titles are the beat names, when the titles are the pretend fill-in names for now, and then it gets released as something else. All I know is everything that I've heard so far on all of the projects. Like, these guys, they work on multiple projects at a time, so it's even hard to pinpoint which is going on where.
Gotcha.
So as they work, like, it's just a beautiful thing to sit back and watch. I'm like, I sit here and I get to see these guys grow, like, into their selves, into their sound, like, everything. Of course, it's some joints that I may be a little biased because I'm on.
As you should be.
Yeah, but all of the joints is fire. All of the joints.
And it works. Absolutely. Yes, he did joints on here. He did hooks. He did all types of pieces and parts. He's being very humble right now, but you know what I'm saying?
I always am.
You know what I'm
Always
saying?
am.
But his name's on a lot of things going on in these projects, all right? Beyond just mixing. All right? Yeah. But no, man, appreciate you for what you're doing and keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to Repercussion Studio. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And y'all having us. We appreciate y'all, man, all day long.
Matter of fact, you can plug your stuff. Plug your locations. Where we at right now?
Oh, yeah, we're at 2424 Coral Street in Fishtown, Repercussion Studios. We have a couple of locations, so if you're in the South Philly area, we have a studio out there that has 3 rooms in there. So yeah, come rock with us. Come rock with us.
Cool. So we just was listening to some crazy bars. But before we get into the bars, we got to know the production, beats, and what went on with the Step Brothers God Hour situation. Because I'm hearing a lot of madness on them boards in a good way. So introduce yourself here, brother.
Well, hello, people.
Show enough.
My name is Brizzo, Philadelphia, born and bred. It's pretty much my thing. Love making great music you can feel, real soulful, all that good stuff.
What would be a Brizzo beat? I know what a Brizzo beat and how it hits you, but to the people, what would that be?
Okay, I kind of leave that up for certain people to kind of like describe, you know. But if I was to give it something, I would probably say it would be like cinematic or kind of soulful.
I like both.
It just I want to put you in the mind of it, you know, you being the character in the movie, and I'm just being the director. I just wanted it to sound like a movie.
So, in directing, how you just described it, how does it feel to direct Coda and CK?
I don't even want to talk about this. No, in all seriousness, they're two really good dudes. Very, very creative. Very, very creative cast. I've known Charlie for like almost like a decade. He introduced me to Coda, you know, usually. And it's just been a blast working with them. They're very open to ideas. We don't necessarily lock in. We don't necessarily. It's not a thing where I send beats to them and then they, you know. On some occasions it might work, you know, due to their schedules, but for the most part, we'll all get together, sit in a room, and collaborate. Mm-hmm. It's more of a collaboration than it actually is a thing where I'm just sending a random person some bunch of beats in there.
So you're getting a whole different type of real feel with that.
Exactly.
Authentic type feel.
Right. There is. It's a cohesion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part I enjoy, especially me as a producer and a beat maker. I'd rather just not send you the beat. I'd rather give you the whole experience, the whole presentation.
That's why it's cinematic and so forth.
I try, man. You know, I really, really try.
No, it shows over the last decade of change, brother. So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all.
Just fighting for the culture. Some do it for money, some do it for exposure. Skies full of vultures. I'm aware, fully focused. Adapting in the moment, everything is forward motion.